Ukraine's operations are shaking up the battlefield, and Russia is scrambling to respond. Welcome to your daily Strat Update. Ukrainian forces have made marginal advancements in Kursk Oblast, even as the tempo of their operations has slowed due to increased Russian resistance near Kursk City. Geolocated footage from mid-August shows Ukrainian forces operating in several key areas, indicating progress near the international border. Meanwhile, Russian sources report that reinforcements are arriving to stabilize the front line, with fighting ongoing in Sudzha and surrounding areas. This struggle for control in the region continues as both sides seek to solidify their positions. On the night of August 13th to 14th, Ukrainian forces conducted a large series of drone strikes targeting Russian airbases in Kursk, Voronezh, and Nizhny Novgorod Oblasts. The strikes reportedly damaged several airfields and possibly an aircraft, marking the largest Ukrainian attack on Russian airbases since the war began. Ukrainian officials stated that the strikes aimed to prevent Russian aircraft from conducting glide bomb attacks on Ukrainian forces and civilian areas. This bold move highlights Ukraine's ongoing efforts to disrupt Russian military operations deep within Russian territory. Russian forces have recently made marginal advances north of Kharkiv City. Geolocated footage from mid-August shows Russian troops progressing near the eastern bank of the Travyanske Reservoir and advancing southward near Lukyantsi. These gains come amid ongoing Russian efforts to push Ukrainian forces back from the international border with Belgorod Oblast and approach Kharkiv City. Despite these advances, the overall situation remains fluid, with Ukrainian forces continuing to resist Russian attempts to encircle and capture key areas in the region. Ukrainian operations in Kursk Oblast are significantly impacting Russian logistics. Commercial satellite imagery from mid-August reveals newly dug field fortifications along key highways, reflecting Russian concerns over potential Ukrainian advances. Additionally, the Belarusian railway workers community reported that Russian Railways has halted trains to stations along the Oryol-Kursk branch due to a large-scale operational transfer of troops. This disruption underscores the logistical challenges Russia faces as it seeks to maintain its supply lines and support ongoing operations in the region. Chechen Akhmat Spetsnaz commander Apti Alaudinov has positioned himself as a spokesperson for Russian defense efforts in Kursk Oblast, but his claims often contradict those of Russian mill bloggers. Alaudinov has repeatedly portrayed Russian forces as successful in stabilizing the situation, despite visual evidence suggesting otherwise. Russian sources have criticized Chechen forces for avoiding combat and lacking discipline, further highlighting the discrepancies between Alaudinov's statements and battlefield realities. This situation reflects broader tensions within the Russian military and the ongoing challenges in defending Kursk Oblast. The Russian government is intensifying recruitment efforts to support operations in Kursk Oblast. Reports indicate that conscripts from various regions, including Moscow and Leningrad, are being sent to the front, sparking backlash from human rights activists. Additionally, conscripts who survived the initial Ukrainian incursion are being pressured to sign contracts with the Russian Ministry of Defense to return to the front lines. These recruitment efforts reflect Russia's need to bolster its forces in the face of continued Ukrainian pressure, despite growing domestic opposition to the use of conscripts in active combat. Russian forces have recently made confirmed advances in the Pokrovsk direction amid ongoing fighting. Geolocated footage from mid-August shows Russian troops progressing in fields near Novoselivka, Persha, and northwestern Zhelan. Additional claims suggest further advances near Severodonivka and Hrodivka, though these remain unconfirmed. Despite these gains, the situation remains contested, with Ukrainian forces continuing to resist Russian attempts to secure control over key areas in the region. This development underscores the ongoing intensity of the conflict in southeast Ukraine,